Okay, you guys have seen in the background that we built the hood before for the other PT that we were saving, and it was a blue hood with a WRX hood scoop. Now the issue we have is this is steel, and the WRX hood scoop was aluminum, so we glued it in spot, but honestly, it just wasn't the thing. And if you're not familiar with panel bond will shadow. So if I have it on the outside of the hood like this, you will always see the line where it was glued on. So us being Dodge guys, or me, because Dad hates Dodge, I have an old SRT hood that I've been saving, had a little damage here that we can fix. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut here, and what it's going to do is it's going to raise up the hood scoop instead of having the hood scoop down. So the WRX hood scoop was down here, which hit on the motor. We could have made it work, but again, aluminum and steel, you can't really bond them without gluing them. This is steel, so what we're going to do is we're going to end up gluing this, or not gluing, we're going to weld it to that hood. So we're going to get it cut out, and we're going to walk you guys through.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Of the hood, we got the other one off, and this is just satin spot. We're trying to find how we want it. We do want a little bit of a curve. It makes it look a little nicer, and then it flows down, so it gives it kind of a lifted look as well. But we want it to make it look right. So we brought it up to the body line, which is right here. We want to keep that body line, gives us a chance to weld, a little bit of fill, keep that body line. We're going to get rid of the Chrysler symbol when it comes time. You come back here. Now we do have it out past what we want. We will end up cutting that to stick with the factory lip of the PT Cruiser hood. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the hood off. And the reason we're going to take the hood off is we can put a piece of sheet metal straight up all the way across, and then we can weld it to the top here. And then you can weld it to the lip there. And that way, if this is 2.5 inches tall here, we want 2.5 inches tall on that side, which will give us the curve that we're going to want. There's really no right or wrong way of doing this, because everyone's going to do it a different way. Everyone has their own technique. It is what it is. But at least doing it with the SRT hood, it's steel. This is steel. We can weld it, and then we got to fill it. But it should look kind of cool when it's done. Okay, so we have the hood mostly welded, and I'm going to kind of cheat on this. Now, there's a couple reasons why I'm doing that. This is kind of like, it's not really a show car. It's more meant to be, we want to go after the fastest quarter mile time, which is like 11.82, I believe, for a stock turboed PT Cruiser. So we want to kind of beat that. This is going to add a lot of weight, but I want the look of this. So my plan is we are going to get this all done, and we're going to get this all filled in and make it look nice and pretty the way we want it to look. But this weighs a lot. We have basically added another layer on top of a stock hood. We still got to cut underneath to make this all functional. But what I'm going to do is, and I'll walk you guys through it, is we're going to make this into a mold. So I want to do all the body work. I want to make it look all nice and pretty. I want it to be the way it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to make a carbon fiber hood out of it. So, which brings me to like this kind of stuff. Now, I welded this all the way around solid. That's the way it should be. You get back here on this back lip, which we did raise this up, as you see. I didn't weld it solid. You'll see holes, and I'm going to burn through. I can turn my welder down. Dad said at the beginning that you should have bent the lip down and welded solid, which would have been a little easier. You got a little more heat. But what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to resin this whole hood, do my body work to this whole hood, which will seal in all my welds, and then I'm going to paint the hood. Put on the car for this year. We're now into August almost. You might see this actually come winter because we're so far behind on videos. But then what we're going to do is come winter is we're going to make a mold out of this. So I don't need to be too concerned about all the welds. You know, I don't have to be concerned about this. Basically, there's like a little lip there that's not welded at all. There's another one right there. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to spend too much time doing that. What we're going to do is get some resin. We're going to resin the whole hood. That's why we took it all down to bare metal. And then we are going to do all our body work. So we still need to make this as smooth as possible because anything else you're going to see. Last thing you want to do is have a nice hood, have a mold, and have, you know, a bulge here that's not supposed to be here or a dent here that's not supposed to be here. So that's where we're at. So now we're going to need to run to the store. We're going to need to grab some resin. We're going to need to grab some small strand fiberglass, which is going to give us the bulk. It's going to be the strong part of this, and we need to do this hood like we would for paint. Again, the only shortcut is basically would be like this edge. And if I would have thought of that at the beginning, I wouldn't have to weld all this up solid either. I could have just stitched it, been done with it, because realistically, this hood's only going to have one job, and that's going to be used as a mold. But I still want it on my car. I still want it to look good. As you can see now, the contour is pretty nice. In the video, it's hard to see because it looks like this is low here, which really it isn't. It's just because the grinding marks. So it is low back here that you can see. We're going to have to bring that up a little bit. And that's why I sat here and thought, you know what? It's better to use this as a mold. And we're going to do the same thing with the trunk. We're making a purple carbon fiber hatch on this or a trunk lid on this. And we'll just do a regular black carbon fiber for this, which will be kind of cool. Give us the weight reduction. The only downfall of trying to go for like the fastest stock turbo PT is the guy that has it, Lee in Ontario, his car's a race car, so it's all gutted. So where he would have a lot of weight taken away, I can't do that. Mine's going to be a street car, so I want it to still be functional. I still want seats. I still, you know, I can't cut my door panels apart. I can't cut my doors apart. Nothing stupid like that. So good news for me is he did his very efficiently. So he did like nitrous, and I think he has like a tune. He might have cut the muffler off. I think he has a stock transmission, stock motor. I think he has like basic bolt-ons. I, on the other hand, is going to go, I have an LSD, I got a built transmission, which that means I can launch in boost. So I got a stall torque converter, 2900 stall. So I can build boost off the line. I could take off. So I'm hoping the stuff that he didn't do and the stuff that I'm going to do should make up the difference. So I'm going to obviously go wastegate, go cams, because I do have a set of turbo cams for my car. I do have, I'm going to do a tuner. He has a can tune, things like that. We both will be on nitrous. He has...
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Around a little bit, we did cut the center out. We had to do it for two reasons. A, we wanted to be able to remove this hood scoop when it comes time because it just bolts in spot. And B, if we want to keep the washers, we can. So it actually is pretty light compared to what it used to be. So for now, we're going to have to fix all the stuff that we thought we wouldn't see because we just ground it down. We're going to have to make that all look smooth and all uniform. And then if we flip it over right here, you can see that's the side that went through. We did nick cutting, so we're going to have to bang that down, and we're going to have to weld that up a little bit. And then we're going to walk you guys through the resin job. But I like how it like bulges up. It's raised up. It should look good on the car. So it might be a little hard to show this because I have to do it and my dad has to do it. But what we're using is, I have this left over from my molds. So it is the Wet System Epoxy 105. And then we're using the hardener. So it's 3 pumps, 1 pump. I bought these pumps so I didn't have to weigh them out. We got some fiberglass mixed. I did put 3 pumps into that red cup. Dad's putting it down. Once it's mixed up, we will put 1 pump of hardener in it. And then I'll take some blue hardener, which is the hardener for the fiberglass. We'll mix it in and away you go. Now you see it's already starting to liquefy, and it should make this spreading it on the hood so much easier, and it should get into all the cracks. Now the whole point of fiberglass, if I show you the quarter panel here, the whole point of fiberglass is just to seal the welds to make it waterproof. It's pretty well all you're doing. So you see here, this is body fill, fiberglass. Come across, body fill, come down here, fiberglass. So what we want to do with this hood is just to seal all the welds up and make it so it's hopefully going to last a long time. Mind you, it only has to last a couple months to make the mold, so. Okay guys, we're going to leave it at that. I'm sorry about the video quality of this video. I actually did it on my iPhone, had a little bit of a miscommunication with my MacBook, so here we are. But we're going to leave you at putting the fiberglass on this hood. If you come back, guys, on the next video, we'll show you how we're going to get it all knocked down, making it look good, and having it so it looks like it was meant to be from factory. If you're new to the channel, guys, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we'll definitely text you on the next one. Thanks a lot.